We are in Oklahoma City.
Make my butt big.
He threw something at the cashier. I really hope that's not what the people are like here. It is currently
Middle of the night.
11:22 p.m. and tomorrow morning we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and we are flying to Oklahoma City. And someone's travel agency, maybe, I don't know. Something happened and his flight got canceled and we just found out, so we've been up trying to figure that out.
Stayed up later than we went to because basically I went to go check in. My flight wasn't there.
It'll get figured out.
We should be on the ground in about 15 minutes. Oklahoma City weather, light winds out of the south, good visibility and partly cloudy skies, temperature 66 degrees. We're parking at gate 9 when we get there. What a pleasure on board. What to find the temperature is slight.
So we are in Oklahoma City. We got a rental car and we're trying to figure out what to do because we have an hour and a half before we can check into the hotel. And so we just went to the hotel to see where it is, to get out of people's ways and to figure out the car. There's already a bug in here. I mean, I made both my flights, which is awesome. I did the second flight, had a guy who was like half in my seat and in my lap.
Not me.
And then on the first flight, it was me, empty seat, and then another guy. As he was leaving, he had like a, I think it was Gucci, I'm not sure, on designer stuff, but like a bandana handkerchief kind of thing. He put all of his stuff in the center seat and like man spread everywhere. And then he didn't really have a bag or anything. He was just like shoving it all in his pockets. And so he like forgot it and it was like on the ground. So I picked it up and like he is starting to try and walk down the aisle as quickly as possible. And I still have to get my bag from the overhead thing. Then I'm like, excuse me, sir, because I don't know his name.
Yeah, didn't meet him.
And I'm just like, excuse me, sir. And then nothing. And I'm like, sir, I don't know how to get your attention. He just kept walking and he had like an earphone in and I was like, should I touch him? Like, to be like, excuse me. But then I'm like, I don't, like, especially like COVID times, I don't want to just like touch people and I'm already not the type of person to like touch people. I just like grabbed my bag and I started, like, Travis was not on the plane and I just started running down the little breezeway, whatever it is. I was like running up it and these ladies are like, what the hell? And they're kind of like in my way and I'm like, excuse me, I'm sorry. And I'm like running up and then it's like where you, like where the gate is where you come in. It was like that part. And I finally caught up to him and I'm like, sir, excuse me, sir. And he finally turned around and was like, I just chased him down. I was like, I honestly, I don't know if this is yours. But it was like left in
right where you were?
Yeah. And it was like clearly designer and I didn't want him to leave it behind because like I would be bummed. He would just like stared me dead in the eyes and was just like, he like took it back and he's like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, I can't even look the camera in the eyes. I hate eye contact. And he was just like, thank you so much. It was just like staring me dead in the eyes. He had kind of like an accent a little bit and he was like, oh, thank you so much. But he was like scared at first, like, why is this lady like talking to me? And he was just like, oh, thank you. And he's like, oh my god, no, really, like, thank you. And just kept staring me in the eyes and I was like, okay, you've thanked me. Like, there's nothing but, and I was just like, have a good day. And I like turned and ran away and I was like, Travis, oh my god, thank god you're there.
Yeah, good thing I walked up right before that.
He was thanking me too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what
you
to
had
do.
an out.
Like,
so ridiculous.
After the first thank you, I was like, yeah, goodbye. Like, I can't say you're welcome, just is so rude.
Why?
I know it's not rude, but I don't want to be like, you're welcome.
Well, don't say it like that then. Just say, of course, you're welcome.
It's still awkward.
No.
I just feel like,
it's awkward in here.
like, you don't need to say thank you. If I would have left something behind, I would want someone to return it to me too. Especially if it's designer. Well, I know, but I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And they'd probably say, of course, you're welcome.
Well, yeah, but I was like, yeah, no worries, no problem at all. And he was like, no, really, thank you. Like, I'm just like, no, really, it's fine.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But I didn't want to say you're welcome, so I'm like, oh, no worries. And then I remembered that we saw that article the other day. Or I saw it and I was telling you about it, where it was like Pacific Northwest, whatever, like no worries means, I forget what it says.
Yeah, it was something not very nice.
It was like I don't know how, like, there's no emotional response to this. I'm just like, I'm mentally shutting down right now. Brain's not functioning. No worries. No worries, you're good. Like,
No worries.
I'm feeling awkward right now and I would like to escape this conversation. Not in a mean way, just in a, that car is fucking rusty. His whole front end fell off.
Well, that's not good. Either.
Just in like, yeah, no problem. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't need to say thank you, like, it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess you can say thank you. There's nothing wrong with saying, I mean, you should say thank you. I say thank you. That's the thing, is like, when someone says thank you to me, I say thank you to them. Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you for dropping it so I could bring it back to you. That's literally how I feel. I'm just like, it happened. I just felt very awkward about that for a while. We gotta get out of here. He did nothing to me. He genuinely seemed like grateful and like he didn't think that someone would do that for him, and like he was just like, holy shit, you just did that? Like, you didn't just take it? It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I did just take a dime from the parking lot, though.
Oh, you
when
did?
We got the rental car.
You
There's a dime
thief.
right there, and I was like,
How dare you? We're gonna drive down, maybe get a bite to eat for lunch.
yeah, we want to try Whataburger.
Yep.
Whataburger. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, we don't have those at home.
Or anywhere that we've ever gone. And
Yeah.
everyone always like rants and raves about them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's like a Texas thing, and we're like, it's
We're
close
very,
to Texas.
very close to Texas.
Our car has Texas plates.
That's true.
We flew over the very tip of Texas. Just the tip.
Just the tip. Whataburger?
Whataburger. Dude, what a fucking burger.
Whataburger.
Hopefully they have chicken sandwiches, though, because I don't really want a burger.
Oh,
I don't
whatever.
really want a burger.
All right.
If you can see that, like that, I feel like that's one of their more classic.
Yeah.
How much do you think? No wonder this guy was like, oh my god, thank you.
$300.
Yeah,
Actually?
$390
Jesus Christ. I would not spend $309 on a scarf.
on Gucci.com. I don't know, but it felt like cashmere, like it was super like cashmere silk. It was like
better be soft as fuck.
Oh, it's wool silk.
How does that work? I don't know shit.
What I was gonna say is it's a lot greener here than anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
And like happy light, like my mom made it sound like it was gonna be a shithole. And I was expecting it to be like, maybe because it's spring, I expected it to be more like dead,
Yeah.
in like dirt, in like ag land type stuff, but it seems pretty like green, and it's definitely different. It's flat as fuck. The trees that they have here are like not evergreens.
Yeah.
Whatever you just did made the ceiling click. Good evening. I don't know what time it is. It's 0 o'clock. We went to Whataburger and shit hit the fan, so we didn't record anything.
Yeah. Typical us thing where we went somewhere and people were rude to servers or service workers or whatever you want to
We
call
ended
them.
up just eating there. This guy literally came in and out multiple times, and he came back and ended up, I thought he threw a drink. I thought that's what the lady said. Travis thought he threw his food. He threw something at the cashier girl, and then another family was like, this is fast food. It had been under 10 minutes, and they were clearly slammed like rush.
Yeah, they were busy.
Like dinner, early dinner, lunch, rush, whatever it was.
Yeah.
The guy was like, we're just leaving. And then the lady was like, I'm sorry, let me just check. And she like ran to the back and like scrambled to get everything and brought it out for them. And then the little sticker that was holding the receipt to the tray said like onion, because it was for his kid, like a 6-year-old kid maybe.
Yeah.
And then the kid was like, oh my god, I can't eat it if it has onion, which I mean, that's like a strong flavor. I get if kids don't like that, but he just started losing his mind. And the dad's like, yeah, that's unacceptable, blah. And he didn't even go up and like say anything to the people. They didn't even check the burger.
Scrape it off.
Yeah. And then the dad was like, just try it. Like, who knows, they probably didn't put anything on it at all for how shitty they're being, blah, blah. Kid was just like, no, I can't. And the dad was just like, yo, we're never coming to this location again. This is the worst service I've ever had. And he's like, he's losing his mind. This other guy's coming in and out yelling, calling this lady a bitch threw his food or drink or something at her, and she's just trying to hold it together and get through the line. And then the 6-year-old said, "I can't eat this shit," and he was like just clearly mimicking his dad, but his dad was like teaching him to act this way, and he like threw it. And then the dad was just like, "We're leaving, like get whatever you want to keep," and he walked out the door and threw the food away, perfectly good food. And then they stormed out and left. And we like made this big scene. And then Travis, when we were leaving, looked at, and ours was the same. Our receipt was stuck to our little tray, and like it said
no onion. Like it was just like a little sticker that they literally just used the sticker to hold it in place so they know which order's what.
Yeah, like they ran out of stickers if they usually use different ones, or that's just what they grabbed.
Yeah. And
it was on the receipt. It wasn't like, that's not what the actual order was. It was just the sticker that they used.
Right.
And these people didn't even take the time to like look. We're just throwing a fit. I was like shaking so mad, and I was like, this poor girl, like minimum wage in Oklahoma is $7.25. And she's sitting here working. She's past hours. They're understaffed, and they've made that very clear. She's the only person working, and she's doing her literal best, and these people are throwing food at her. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, this guy throws the food and goes back out to his truck. So I just went over to the window and took a picture of his license plate. I went back up to her, and or when she came over to our table, I was just like, I have his license plate, like if you want to report that, because like that's assault.
Yeah, counts as assault.
Like fuck that guy. She's just like, it's okay, it's my Friday. And I was like, girl, you do not deserve this.
Yeah.
Fuck these people.
It's not worth it.
But I mean, the food was okay. Like,
yeah, it was. I mean, I'm glad we tried it. It didn't blow my mind.
I was just so heated at all the other customers, but we still have our shakes.
Yep.
Like, we ordered medium. She gave us the large on accident, but I mean, overall, it was really cheap compared to any other fast food that we like ever have ever had.
Right.
So I mean, I thought it was fine. And in total, for our entire order, which we each got sandwiches, we got the onion rings and fries to try, and then the milkshakes. And there was a big old line. There was tons of, like, almost all the tables were full. And people were waiting for their food. The drive-thru was going, and she was literally the only person. She was working the cash register. She was making the shakes. She was going back and making sure that whoever was cooking was doing it right. She was bringing all the orders out to the tables, like waiting the tables, checking on the sauces that people need, bringing people sauces. She was sweeping the floor. She was cleaning. She was like doing literally everything.
Everywhere.
In our order, from the time that we ordered it to the time that it was on our table, and in between that time, she had food thrown on her, and she had this other guy throwing a fit about his onions and throwing the food away and storming out. Despite all that happening, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like,
I can wait 10 minutes if I choose to go to a fast food restaurant and not go through the drive-thru in the middle of lunch rush.
Yeah.
On a weekday. Like,
yeah.
Fuck these people.
Plenty fast.
Literally, the entitlement. I really hope that's not what the people are like here, but
yeah.
Generational gaps, man.
Barely.
But now we are, we made it to our hotel.
Yep.
It's huge. I'll do a walkthrough of this hotel too, but like, look how high the ceilings are. I think I only shared my plane stories. Did you have any fun plane stories?
No, mine was boring.
He got on the plane like he was supposed to.
Nothing crazy.
But we are going to go to a little reservoir lake thing and stretch our legs a bit.
Yep.
Because we've sat on some planes and ate some fast food. So.
That's right. And then come back, I'm gonna work a bit.
Maybe we should get some groceries.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Got something on the way back.
Okay. All right. Well.
Probably see you at the reservoir.
Yeah. See you at
lake
the lake.
Thingy. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
There's something moving in the bushes over there. Something big.
Right here, it's kind of packed down and sort of hard, like it's clay.
What the fuck was that? They call them like cicadas.
Oh, it could be. I know that there is supposed to be that's locusts.
Locusts?
There's supposed to be a locust one this year. The ones that come every 17 years.
That's not what a snake sounds like, is it?
No. That? Yeah, it's just bugs.
They won't hurt us.
No.
Look at the water's edge though, it's like green and orange. Looks like it's breathing if you just watch those little algae.
Well, it's interesting because like seeing the dirt, because it's got so much clay in it, it looks so much more solid on the edge. Like whereas like I feel like back home there's a lot more like gravel and like that kind of stuff, whereas this is just like dirt and then caked down kind of thing. Very bright green, like I said before, especially with the contrast of the red dirt. Makes it really pop off. I think this is tick country.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up from all that milkshake. It is bringing the boys to the yard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. You want me to climb? Climb? Or do you want to go first so
Yeah,
I can catch you?
you can climb up that mountain.
Mountain.
It's probably the biggest mountain that we're gonna see out here in Oklahoma.
That's true.
I'll get a good angle to make it look.
Make my butt look big.
Yeah. I'll make the panting look believable.
Everything look understandable.
Oh my god. It's treacherous out here.
Don't hurt yourself. I picked you a flower.
Oh, thank you. Is it already dead?
No?
Oh, that's fake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Technically not already dead because it was never alive.
Now, that is a whole debate in itself, Travis. We're not going to go down that road.
That's true.